What is the first vocabulary word that we have?
Mm,
Can you see it?
uh, to,
Whoops.
to condemn.
To condemn. Have you seen that before? I think we've actually talked about that
Yes,
before. Okay. And what does that mean to condemn?
yes, sir.
What does it mean?
So condemn means uh, to express a strong denial.
Or maybe to express strong disapproval. That's a bad thing. You're doing a bad thing. So it's to say to say that you disapprove of something, that you think something is bad. Right? Does that make sense? Is that pretty clear?
Okay.
Okay. Can you read
Hello.
the example sentence?
Yes, sir. She condemned his rude remarks during the meeting.
Okay. Can you say the first three words?
Sir, I want to uh, transfer Discord from my mobile to laptop. So I am on laptop.
Uh-huh.
Just for 1 minute, sir.
Okay. Sounds like Pacha is having a little technical difficulty. Okay, well, so let's go back to the vocabulary words. We'll take a while we're waiting. Okay, so we have to endure, and the definition that we have here is like to tolerate. I think the definition.
Hello.
Hello, are you back?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Okay.
all right. So, Pachu, can you say the first three words of the example sentence? Hello. Oh no, Pachu has disappeared again.
Is yes.
Can you read the first three words?
She condemned. She condemned his
Okay. What is the most important word in that phrase?
condemned.
And where's the big sound in that word? Condemned.
Condemn. Damn.
Dem. Okay. So this part here, demmed, it becomes very big. Okay. So when you say these three words together, how should it sound?
So uh, condemned. Condemned.
She condemned is. She condemned is.
She condemned.
Try again because
Okay.
uh, go ahead.
She she condemned.
Condemned is. Say diz. Say diz.
Days.
Demmed is.
Okay.
Demmed is.
Condemn. Condemn. Condemned days.
She condemned.
Condemned days.
She condemned is.
She condemned days.
Okay. What are the next two words in that phrase?
He's rude.
We already have his, so we've got rude remarks. Rude remarks.
Okay, sorry. So rude remarks.
Okay.
Remarks.
What do you think about the sounds in those two words? Are they big sounds or little sounds?
It's rude.
Mhm.
Rude is big. Rude.
And what about when you say
And
remarks? Remarks. Is that also big?
yeah, remarks is yes. Remarks.
Mhm.
Remarks. Yeah.
Remarks. So rude is a big sound,
Yeah.
and which sound is big in remarks? The first or the second?
Remarks. Remarks.
Is okay.
Remarks.
Is it remarks or remarks?
Okay. Remarks.
Remark.
Ma.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mark.
mark. Mark.
Marks. Okay. So you see how we're making our big small rhythm? She condemned his rude remarks.
She condemned his rude remarks.
Hmm. She condemned his rude remarks.
She condemned his rude remarks.
Can you read the next three words, the final three words of the sentence?
So during the meeting,
What is the big word in that phrase, do you think?
the meeting
And which syllable in meeting gets all of the focus?
as a meeting, the
Eating,
meeting,
eating,
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 meeting.
eating,
Mhm.
meeting.
Meeting. She condemned his rude remarks during the meeting.
She condemned his rude remarks during the meeting.
That's right. Okay. Say it again.
She condemned his rude remarks during the meeting.
Okay, that's good. How many phrases can we divide this sentence into?
Is it two?
Two. What is the first phrase?
She, she condemned his rude remarks
Okay.
in the first,
All right.
and then during the meeting in the second.
All right. And how would you like to make this sound? Would you like to make it sound nice and happy or serious?
So let's make serious,
Okay.
serious,
You just pay attention to the vowel sounds though, because it's not really serious, it's serious.
serious,
Hmm.
serious,
Yeah.
serious.
You have to notice that some
Yeah.
vowel sounds are long and some are not. Serious.
Yes.
Okay.
Serious.
So, what
Yeah.
color should we make remarks? Should we make it high and red or low and blue?
Low and blue.
Okay. And when we start talking, when we say the word condemned, our first important word, is it high
Yes.
red or low blue?
Is high and red.
Okay, because normally a phrase will start high and finish low.
Okay.
So she condemned his rude remarks.
She condemned his rude remarks.
Okay. And when we say the second phrase during the meeting, do we want to sound nice and friendly or serious?
The serious
Serious. Okay. So what color should we make the word meeting?
is blue.
Okay. But
Blue.
how should we start our phrase? Should that also be blue?
No, either red, either during
Okay, because
or the
you usually start high and go low when you say a sentence. During the meeting,
okay. During the meeting,
she condemned the rude remarks during the meeting.
she condemned his rude remarks during the meeting.
Okay. Pachu, can you make a what she condemn question?
What did she condemn
Don't forget to whistle
during the meet?
when you say
Okay,
she.
okay. So what did she condemn
Mm-hmm.
during the meeting?
What did she condemn during the meeting? Say it again.
What did she condemn during the meeting?
Okay, what did she condemn during the meeting? All right. And what
Mm.
is the most important word in your question?
So as a condemn,
In your question?
so what?
Mm-hmm. How does what plus did plus she, how does that sound?
So just 1 minute, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Someone is knocking my door.
Okay, that's
Okay.
okay. So, because what is the most important word, it's not just what, it's what. And if you say what plus did plus she, that's
Oh, okay,
what
sir.
did she? What did she? What did she?
What did she?
Okay. And
Okay.
can you make the whole question again?
Why did she?
What did she condemn?
Why did she condemn?
We have big what. What did she condemn? We'll make condemn big.
Why did she condemn?
What did she condemn during the meeting?
Why did she condemn during the meeting?
And what is the answer, Pachu?
She condemned his rude remarks during the meeting.
She condemned his rude remarks during the meeting. Okay. Now let's take a look at our next word, which is endure. Do you know that word,
Okay.
Pachu? Endure.
Endure. Yes.
What does that word mean? Endure.
Uh, endure. Uh, something negative word. Yeah, and it is endure means trial something but difficult. Yeah.
Well, to endure means to tolerate something.
Okay. Okay. I see.
So something bad is happening and you tolerate it. The word dure means hard or difficult.
Okay.
So to endure something means to be in a difficult situation, something like that.
Yes. Yes.
Can you read the example sentence in the on the screen?
Okay. So he endured his pain slightly
Silent.
silently.
Mhm.
Okay. So he endured his pain silently after injuring his leg.
What does that mean? What do you understand from that sentence? If endure means tolerate or experience something difficult.
Okay. So uh, he broke his leg
Hmm.
or he got injured in his leg,
Uh-huh.
uh, although he uh, tolerate his pain.
Okay, so maybe you don't know that he's in pain because he doesn't do anything. He just suffers. Endure is kind of
Yes,
like suffer. Suffer and tolerate.
yes,
It's a combination of suffer and tolerate.
yes.
Is that pretty
That's
clear what the word endure means?
yes. Yeah,
Okay.
okay. After class, I use this because it is a very useful. I think. Yeah, yeah,
Unfortunately, every day we have to
yeah.
endure things, suffer silently.
Yes, yes. Some days are good, some days are bad.
Hmm.
So yeah,
That's right.
yes,
So some days are difficult to endure.
yeah.
Okay. Can you read the first three words?
He endured the
Okay. All right. So I can hear you. I can hear you just saying it the right way, which is what is the big sound in those three words?
endured.
And so that's two syllables. Which syllable has the big sound?
So endured, endure,
And
endured.
all the other sounds are very small. He endured the. He endured the.
He endured the.
Hmm.
He endured the.
What do you think about the next word? Is that an important word, do you think?
Yes,
How will you
it's a.
say that to make sure it's very big?
So is a pain. Is a pain.
Pain, that's your favorite sound. Pain, great. It's
Yeah.
the same sound. He endured the pain.
He endured the pain
Hmm. All right. What about the next word? Silently.
silently.
Are there any big sounds in there? Should we make that big, do you think? He endured
So
the pain silently.
l- silent.
Silently.
Silently. Yeah.
Yeah, I think even though
Sigh.
I think we're going to make this big, even though it interrupts our rhythm a little bit. He endured the pain silently.
He endured the pain silently.
Okay, what about the next two words? Can you read the next two words?
So after enduring,
I'm going to say this word, and you tell me where's the accent? Injuring. Injuring. Where's the accent? Where's the big sound in that word? Injuring.
jury, injury,
Is it
injury,
enduring or is it or enduring or is it injuring? In
injuring.
Where's the big sound? Injuring.
Yeah, second,
No,
injuring.
not it's the first one. Injuring. It's not enduring, it's injuring. Injuring.
Okay, so injuring,
Yeah,
injuring.
let's do this for a minute.
Yeah, yeah. This someone is also doing mistake. Today I just and then I notice. Yeah, I sometimes do just opposite,
Hmm.
but
It's very
yeah,
important to pay attention to which syllables have because do you see the two words that I have written on the screen?
yes, sir, yes.
Okay. If you say the accent in the wrong way, then I understand the other word. So it's kind of funny that we have these two words in the same sentence. But how do you say number one?
So is a endure,
Endure. Endure.
endure,
Hmm. And
endure,
how do you say number two?
injure,
Injure.
injure.
Injure. And if you get the accent wrong, I understand the other word. I think you're saying if you say number one the wrong way, it sounds like number two.
Yes, yeah,
Even though they look very different and they sound very different, but it's just the accent that is really important here.
yes.
Okay, so this
Okay,
is
sir.
injuring, injuring,
Injuring,
injuring.
injuring.
How would you say after injuring his leg? How would those three words sound together?
So af- after injuring his leg,
Oh, let's just say after injuring his. How will those three words sound together?
so after injuring his,
No,
after injuring,
enduring? No, enduring? No, that's not right. Injuring, injuring, not enduring, injuring.
injuring,
Hmm.
injuring,
After injuring, after injuring,
after injuring,
after
after
injure,
injuring,
after injuring is, after injuring is.
after after injuring it,
Mhm.
after injuring it,
Okay. What about the final word? Is that an important word?
yes, it's a leg,
Mhm. Leg.
leg.
Do you remember is G, is that a sound that you eat or a sound that you push out of your mouth? G. Does that go down or does that go out?
Yeah, it.
You eat it. So what happens to the vowel sound if you have to eat it?
Yeah, they make stronger or
It becomes longer, becomes
item
bigger. Mhm.
longer.
Yeah, so this is
Yes,
not leg, it's leg.
is a leg.
Mhm.
Is a leg. Is a leg.
Yeah, because if you say, well, let's put two words up here again. So we'll put here and here. Well, actually, maybe we can do something a little bit closer. Can you see the two words on the screen?
Yes.
How do you say number one?
Number one is uh, leak.
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 Leak. Okay. How does that sound? Does that vowel sound big? Leak. E. Leak. E. Oh, leak.
Leak is a small.
Okay. Actually, I'm going to put a different word here. I've
Okay.
changed my word. So we have say number one again, and then what is number one?
So now I pronounce it as a leak.
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 Leak because of the K. That because
Leak.
K is something
Yes.
you push out of your mouth. K. So the E is very small. But how do you say number two?
Is a is a league. Is a
League.
league.
League because you eat a G. You don't push it out. You eat it. League.
Okay. So uh, league.
Hmm. So no,
League.
number one is just leak. It's very small. Leak.
Leak. It's a
Mhm.
leak.
How about
It's
number
a
two?
leak. Yeah. Is a league. Is a
League.
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 It's a
Mm.
is a league.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is not leg, it's leg. It's very big because of the G. Leg.
As a is a leg. Is a
Injuring his
leg.
injuring his leg.
Injuring his leg.
Hmm. He endured the pain silently after injuring his leg.
He endured the pain silently after injuring the leg.
Okay, is it pen like for writing or is it pain?
Is a pain.
Mhm. Pain. A-E. A.
Pain.
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 He endured the pain silently after injuring his leg.
He endured the pain silently after injuring the leg.
Okay, how many phrases can we divide this sentence into?
The two.
What are the two phrases?
He endured the pain silently is
Okay,
the first.
okay. And what is the second phrase?
The second is after injuring his leg.
Okay. Now, how do you want this first phrase to sound? Do you want to sound serious or do you want to sound nice and friendly and happy?
So it is serious.
Okay. So, will this final word, well, maybe we'll put these two words together, pain silently. So, is that going to be low and blue or high and red?
So it's blue.
Blue. Okay. How will you say those two words?
So uh, pain silently
Pain silently. Try to go lower. Pain silently.
is pain silently
Okay. How will you say the word endure?
is a high.
Okay, so it should be red. He endured the
Yeah.
pain silently.
He endured the pain silently.
Okay, so we start high and we go low. He endured the pain silently.
He endured the pain silently.
Okay, is it pen, like writing, or is it pain? Like, ow, that hurt.
Is it is a pain? Is a
Pain,
pain?
pain. Two sounds. E, pain.
Pain. Pain.
And that was good. That
Yes.
was very clear. Okay. How about the next phrase? After injuring his leg. Is that going to sound serious or happy and nice and friendly?
Is it serious?
Okay.
Serious.
Serious. Serious. Long vowel sound. So we'll finish
Serious.
completely low. Leg. But how do we start our phrase?
Is a high.
Injuring his leg. Injuring his leg. Injuring his leg.
Injuring his leg.
He endured the pain silently after injuring his leg.
He endured the pain silently after injuring his leg.
Okay, Pachu, how will you make a what he do after injure leg question?
What did he do after injuring his leg?
Okay. Now, what is the most important word in that question?
Is what?
Okay. How will you pronounce what plus he plus did plus he?
So what did he what did
What
he what did he
what did he? What did he?
what did he what did he
What did he do?
what did he do?
What did he do after injuring?
What what did he do after injuring?
What did he do after injuring his leg?
What did he do after injuring his leg?
Okay, and what is the answer?
He in he endured the pain silently after injuring his leg.
He endured the pain silently after injuring his leg. All right.
He in yes
Oops.
yes.
What just happened? I think I just made a mistake here. Oh no. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I have to take a 1 minute break and I'll be right back. Okay. And then we'll continue. We've got two more words. We've got brazen and futile. Okay. Sorry about that. Are you still there, Pachu? Hello? Oh, wait. Did I turn
Yes,
my
sir.
microphone? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sorry about that. All right. Have you seen this word brazen before?
Uh, yes, sir.
You have? That's a pretty advanced word. That's something that would be something that you could use on a test, I suppose, if they're testing your vocabulary. It's not even a
Yes,
word that I think a lot of native speakers would use in regular conversation, although some more educated people might, but it's not common in regular conversation. So that's a good one because it's not a strange word, but it shows I think that pretty advanced vocabulary. What does that word brazen mean?
yeah, brazen. But I have thought that the brazen means like drought or yeah, of the field, but it is meaning.
Brazen means to do something bad and not be ashamed of it. So imagine if you're
Yes,
stealing something, you should be ashamed of stealing. I hope nobody sees me take this. But a brazen person will
yes,
just take it. I don't care. I'm taking it. So being brazen means uh, being proud of being bad in a way. Not proud. It
Yes.
really means being unashamed, but you could think of it as being proud of being bad, not caring. You don't care. You do bad things and you don't care if people see you do it. Is that pretty
Yes.
clear?
Okay. Yes. Clear.
Can you read the example sentence that we have up here on the screen?
So the company's brazen.
Hmm. Read the whole sentence.
Okay. The company's brazen disregard for safety rules
Hmm.
led to heavy fines.
Okay. Now, if you work for a company, well, you work for a company that produces food, right?
Yes.
And is safety important?
Yes. Safety
Okay.
important.
All right. So what if they do unsafe practices and they don't care? So they tell their employees do this, do that is very unsafe, but they don't care, right? How would you describe that behavior?
Yes. The brazen.
Brazen. Don't. It's not brazen. So this is that sound that you have a lot of difficulty with. It's brazen.
So brazen.
Great. Great.
Bray.
The same sound. Brazen.
Okay. So brazen. Brazen.
Better. What does disregard mean?
Yeah. Disregard means not respect.
Okay, all right. By the way, the word regard, that's just the French word for look. So the word
Yeah.
regard in
Yeah.
French means look. So disregard means don't look at it, don't pay attention to it. Or like you said, it could mean like disrespect in a way.
Yeah.
Okay, so the company's brazen disregard for safety rules led to heavy fines. What is a fine?
A fine means money or some punishment. Yeah. For
Okay.
for money. Yeah.
When you say punishment, don't forget to whistle. Punish.
Is
Punishment.
it punish punish
Yeah,
punishment
that's better. That
punishment?
sounds better. Punishment. Punishment.
Yeah.
Can you read the first four words?
So the company's brazen disregard.
Okay. What do you suppose would be the big word in that phrase?
So the brazen
Okay, and where is the big syllable in that word? Brazen.
is the first brazen
Bra-
brazen
brazen. How about the word?
brazen
That's right. Say it again. Brazen.
uh, brazen brazen.
Brazen. How about the word disregard? Do you think that should be an important word?
Yes. This
Now, this is a tricky word. Disregard. Where's the accented
this
syllable in that word? Disregard. Where's the big syllable?
is guard
Okay,
regard disregard
but it has two
guard
accents. It
is
has
fine.
two accents. It could be dis or it could be guard. Which one is but normally people would say disregard. Dis would be the biggest syllable. But guard is also a big
Okay.
syllable. Which one do you think is better in our situation to emphasize? Dis or guard?
Is this this the disregard.
The brazen disregard. Yeah, it could be. It could be. Choice. Okay, but we're trying to build our, we want to build our small, big, small, big, small, big pattern. The company's brazen disregard.
The company's brazen disregard.
Okay. Uh, can you read the next three words?
So for safety rules.
Okay, again, it's not Seth, just like it's not bre. It's say. So you have gray,
Okay.
brazen, safety,
For safety.
say,
Safety.
Say.
For safe is safe.
Safety. Hmm. Safety.
This for for safety rules.
Okay. What do you think is the most important word in those three words for safety rules?
The safety the
Say,
safety.
say,
Say
safety rules. Right, because it's an adjective, it would take most of
yes.
the attention. All right, so we have, and plus we want our big, small, big, small, big, small pattern. The company's brazen disregard for safety rules.
The company's brazen disregard for safety rules.
Say, more E. Say.
So safety,
Mhm.
safety, safety.
Okay. Uh, can you read the final four words in our phrase?
So lead to heavy fines.
Okay. What are the big words in that phrase? What are the words with big sounds?
So heavy, heavy
Anything else or just heavy?
is heavy and lead to
Okay. Well, lead, lead. Okay. Now,
lead.
lead is extra big. Why? What makes lead extra big?
Uh, Showing the reason. Oh, sorry, consequence.
Well, maybe, but also because the final sound is D.
Yes, sorry. D
Yeah,
is also there.
yeah. So that's a sound that you eat. So the becomes very big. Lead. Well, let's look at
Is
that for a minute. Okay, let's compare. Here we have the word let, which means permit, right?
yes,
And then we
yes,
have lead. The only difference
yes,
between number one and number two is number one you push out, and number two you
yes,
eat. So, but that changes
yes,
the vowel sound. How do you say number one?
yes. So is a let
Let. It's very small. Let. How do you say number two?
is a is a late is a
Lead.
lead
Lead. Lead.
lead
So number one is very small. Let. Number two. Lead.
let
Say number two.
is a lead
And say number one.
is a let
Okay. So safety rules led to.
safety rules led to
Is it Seth or say?
the safe
Safety. Safety. Safety rules led.
safety uh, sa- safety rules led to
Okay. And what so and you said heavy is also an important word?
yes
Okay.
is a happy
Which
happy
syllable is big in heavy?
ha- heavy
He.
happy
He.
have have
He.
have
So
yes
this is heavy fines.
is a happy pines
Mhm.
happy
The company's brazen disregard for safety rules led to heavy fines.
the company's brazen disregard for safety rules led to heavy fines
Brazen. Safety.
brazen safety
Okay, that's better.
safety
That's much better than before. All right. The company's brazen disregard for safety rules led to heavy fines.
the company's brazen disregard for safety rules led to heavy
All
fines.
right. How many phrases can we divide this sentence into?
So the company's safety rules. So this can also be divided into two.
Okay. What is the first phrase?
So the company's present disregard for safety rules,
Okay. And what is the next phrase?
and the next is led to heavy fines.
Okay. Alex says, "Hi, thanks for great work. Thank you for watching, Alex. You can join us on Discord if you want. There's a link in the description." Okay. Now, the company's brazen disregard for safety rules. Uh,
Yes.
how do you want this to sound? Do you want to sound nice and friendly or serious?
It is serious. Serious.
Serious. Okay. So, how should we finish our phrase? What color should we make it? Should we make it red and
Is
high or blue and low?
is a low and blue.
Okay. So we'll make this blue. So we'll say safety rules. How will we
Uh,
start our phrase? Should we start it high or low?
is a high, is a red.
Okay, because
High and red.
most phrases start high. So the brazen disregard for safety rules.
The brazen disregard for
Mhm.
safety rules.
The company's brazen disregard for safety rules.
The company's brazen disregard for safety rules.
Okay, and what about the next phrase? Should that sound serious or light and happy?
So it is serious.
Serious. So what color should heavy be? Should it be red or should it be blue?
Is a heavy is a blue.
Blue. Okay, but how do we start our phrase?
So is the lead is red.
Red, because most phrases will start high. So led to heavy fines. Led to heavy fines.
Led to heavy pines.
Mhm.
Led to heavy pines.
The company's brazen disregard for safety rules led to heavy fines.
The company's brazen disregard for safety rules led to heavy
Is it
fines.
resin or brazen?
Is a brazen
Is it safety or safety?
is a safety,
The company's
safety.
brazen disregard for safety rules led to heavy fines.
The company's brazen disregard for safety rules led to heavy fines.
Okay, great. Now, Pachu, can you make a, let's see, what can we do with this? How about a why company fined heavily question? Can you make a why company fined heavily question?
So, why did the companies find heavy?
Mhm.
Uh,
This
so, why did yes?
uh, this one's going to be complicated because we'll have to make a passive voice. So let's see. The government fined the company. Let's start with this company heavily.
Yeah,
What
yes,
government? So this is an active voice sentence. Do you know how to make this government?
yes,
How will you
yes,
make
I
this
know.
into? Can you make this into a passive voice sentence?
So, the company was fined
Hmm?
heavily by the government.
Okay, we don't have to say government. We can just say the company was fined heavily.
Yes,
So,
heavily.
so I think we can use this sentence. The government was, or the company was fined heavily to make our question. Can you make a why question?
So, the why was the company fined heavily?
Okay, and what is the most important word in
So,
that?
why?
Mhm. How will you add? How will you make? How will why plus was plus the? How will that sound together?
Uh, why was the
Why was the?
why was the
Why was the? Why was the? Why was the?
why 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 was the
Why was the? Okay, can you make the question again?
why
The
why was the why was the
why was the company
why was the company
why was the company fined heavily?
why was the company fined heavily?
And what is the answer?
So the company was fined mm, disregard for safety rules.
What kind of disregard? Big or
Is
small?
a brazen
Brazen. Brazen.
brazen disregard for safety rules.
Yeah, so the company's brazen disregard for safety rules led heavy fines.
The company's brazen disregard for safety rules led to his company heavy fines.
Okay, and now Alex has joined us. Alex, are you there? I see you're on mute. So if you want to talk, you have to unmute because we've got one more word that we can. Okay, Alex, can you speak? Let's hear you talk. Can we hear you?
Can you hear me now?
Oh, wait. Let me see. Try again.
Yeah, can you hear me now or I'm
Yeah.
still
Yes, I can hear you. Okay. All right. All right.
okay?
So we have Alex with us. Alex, do you know this word futile? Have you seen this word before? Futile?
Uh, yes, but I can remember what it means in a futile. Futile. I can see the whole sentence.
Oh
Like
wait, let me sorry. Okay, here we go. All right. Pachu, do you know that word futile?
it's
Yes,
What does that mean, futile?
yes, like dispute
it's
between two people or some um,
No, you're thinking of a different word, Pachu. Wait, let me put because this becomes an interesting problem. I just have to write two things here. You're thinking of the word feud. Can you see Pachu? Can you see the two words on the screen?
yes,
Okay.
yes. The feud is okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh well, but what is the difference in the pronunciation?
yes. So this because of D, we
Uh,
should make the strong
so
or the long sound
okay, pronounce number one.
is a
Say number one.
is is a feud. Is a
Feud.
feud.
Feud. It's big. Feud because of the D. Feud.
Yeah, is a feud.
And how do you say
Feud
two?
is a futile.
Fut-
Futile.
futile. Futile.
Futile. Futile.
Alex, can you say number one?
which one? Feud.
Okay, but actually because of the D, that vowel sound becomes very long. Feud.
Few.
Yeah, it's very big.
Okay, feud. Yeah,
But
yeah,
when you say number two, that's because of the T. It's not
futile.
futile.
Yeah,
You hear the
yeah.
difference? Say number one.
Feud.
Feud. And how do you say number two?
Futile.
Yeah. Because of the D, a D and a T is almost the same sound. The difference is the T you push out and the D you eat. And when you have that the sounds that you eat, the vowel sound becomes longer. So that's why number one is feud and number two is futile. Okay,
Okay.
futile means something you do something, you do an activity, but there's no point to it. It gives you no result. You get no result.
Oh, wasting time. It's like wasting time. Yeah,
It's like what?
wasting time.
I'm not sure what that word is here saying. Can you write that?
Wasting time.
Waste. Okay, that's
Just waste.
Yeah, it's like wasting time. It's like wasting time. Alex, can you read the sentence that's up on the screen? Can you see it?
It's okay. It's futile to agree with someone who refuses to listen.
Okay, to listen. So that's right. It's a waste of time to argue with someone
Mm.
who refuses to listen. Alex, can you read the first three words?
It's futile to.
Okay. Now, the thing about English is that some vowel sounds can be very big and some vowel sounds can be very small, and
Mhm,
the more you pay attention to that, the easier it will be to understand what you're saying. So,
mhm.
there's only one big vowel sound in that phrase. It's futile to.
You,
It's futile
yeah,
to.
you. Mm. Futile to.
So it's futile to. Pachu, can you say that? It's futile to.
It's futile to.
It's futile to. Pachu, what are the next two words?
Is argue with.
Argue with. Argue with. What is the
Argue with
which which vowel sound has the big sound?
is R.
Okay, R. R. So the other sounds are small. So it's
uh,
futile to argue with.
it's futile to argue with.
We'll add the word with to it. So it's futile to argue with.
It's futile to argue with.
Alex, can you say that? Can you read that?
Do you want me to read it? Yeah.
Can you read that? It's futile to argue with.
It's futile to argue with.
hmm So the only two big sounds are few and r. It's futile to
Or yeah.
argue with.
It's futile to argue with.
Okay. What, Alex? What are the next two words?
With someone who.
Someone who. Someone who. Someone who. What is the big sound in there? Which part of that gets the big sound? Some
Someone who.
someone who.
It's someone who.
Uh, the thing is that it could be any word. You could make any word big if you want, but that changes the meaning. The way that I'm saying it, someone who, which if you just listen,
Someone.
which word am I saying in a big
Okay.
way?
Some. Some.
Some. That's right.
Yeah.
So it's not wrong to make who big, but it could change the idea. We're just doing a neutral sentence here. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So and what we're doing is we're building a big, small, big, small, big, small pattern that's very typical of English. Okay. It's futile to
Mhm.
argue with someone who.
Okay. It's futile to argue with someone who.
Okay. Pachu, can you say that whole phrase?
It's futile to argue with someone who
Okay. Uh, now, Pachu, what are the last three words?
refuses to listen.
Okay. Refuses to listen. What are the big sounds?
Refuse, refuse, refuse,
Fuse.
refuse,
So we've got fuse.
yeah, refuse.
That's extra big because this is the z sound, and that's a sound in your throat. So it's not fuse,
Yes.
it's fuse. It's very big because of
So
that z sound. Refuses.
re, refuses, refuses.
Any other big sounds? Refuses to listen.
The- Listen,
Okay. Lis,
listen,
lis,
li-
lis, lis.
less, less.
It's futile to argue with someone who refuses to listen.
It's futile to argue with someone who refuses to listen.
Alex, can you say the entire phrase?
It's futile. It's futile. It's futile to argue with someone who refuses to listen.
Okay. Can you say it's futile to? It's futile to.
It's a futile. It's futile to argue with
Mhm.
someone who refuses to listen.
Just repeat after me. It's futile to. It's futile to.
It's, a, it's futile to, yeah.
It's futile to argue with.
It's futile to argue with.
It's futile to argue with someone.
It's futile to argue with someone.
It's futile to argue with someone who refuses.
It's futile to argue with someone who refuses.
It's futile to argue with someone who refuses to listen.
It's futile to argue with someone who refuses to listen.
Pachu, can you say the whole phrase again?
Okay. It's futile to argue with someone who refuses to listen.
How many phrases can we divide this sentence into?
So is it two?
Oh, what are the two
True,
phrases?
yeah.
So it's futile to argue with someone
Okay.
is the first,
And what is the second?
and the
Mhm.
next is who refuses to listen.
Okay. Alex, what do you think? Do you want to, if we say it's futile to argue with someone, do you want this to sound nice and friendly and happy, or do you want it to sound serious?
Actually, it's more serious.
Okay. So that means
It's
that we
more serious.
we want to finish our phrase completely low. We don't want any high tones at the end of our phrase.
Yeah.
But uh, phrases in English usually start high. Okay, so we're going to start our phrase on a high note. The music
Mhm.
will be high in the beginning, but will end low. It's futile to argue with someone like that. So you start high, futile, and then you finish low, someone.
To
Futile,
argue with
someone.
someone, yeah.
It's futile to argue with someone. Can you try to say it with a little bit of music?
It's futile to argue with someone.
Okay, Pachu, can you say that?
It's futile to argue with someone.
Okay. And Pachu, in the second phrase, how do you want to sound? Do you want to sound serious or do you want to sound uh, happy and nice and friendly?
Is it serious?
Okay.
Serious.
Serious, serious. So you have to pay attention to the long sounds and the short sounds. Serious, serious.
Serious.
Okay. So
Serious.
what color should listen be?
Is it blue?
It's blue. Okay. All right. So
Yes.
listen, listen. But how will you start your phrase? How do you want that to start?
Is a high tone and the red.
Who
Refuse.
who refuses to listen.
Refuses to listen.
It's futile to argue with someone who refuses to listen.
It's futile to argue with someone who refuses to listen.
Alex, can you say the whole phrase? The whole sentence?
Okay, it's futile to argue with someone who refuses to listen.
hmm Just take your time a little bit, though. When you get to the big sounds, you can take your time a little bit. Don't go too quickly. It's
Okay.
futile to argue with someone who refuses to listen.
It's futile to argue with someone who refuses to listen.
hmm Alex, what is your native language?
No, actually, Arabic.
That's what I thought, but then I thought Alex doesn't sound like a very Arabic name.
It's not Alex is my nickname. It's not my real name.
Oh,
But
okay.
my real name it's very hard to pronounce it. That's why I give it. I give myself a nickname to make it easy for people around me.
Oh, okay. What is your real?
Even the people, even the people who work with me for years, they cannot pronounce my name.
What is
So
it?
it was like very fun. Is Iskander?
Iskander.
Yeah, Iskander.
Is
The
that a,
bad people that very hard to.
is that an Arabic?
It's actually it's not. It's a could be a like Greek or Persian name.
Oh, that's like
It's a Greek. It's
that's like an Arabic
the
version
Great Alexander.
of Alex, right?
No,
Iskander or Iskander.
Al
Iskander.
Iskander. Yeah,
Uh,
Iskander. It's a Greek or Virgin a Persian name. Like like the Great Alexander, But here in the country I live, it's very hard to pronounce the name, so that's why I give myself Alex.
Mhm.
Uh,
I see Sarah. Sarah has joined us. Oh, Sarah, we already have two people. Sometimes I only have one, and I think, oh, where's Sarah? I know she wants to practice, but but we already have two people. We can't do three. It just gets so confusing. But I wish I would see you earlier when I only had one. Okay, Alex.
yes.
Can you make how would you make a why question with it's futile to argue with someone who refuses to listen? How will you make a why question with that sentence?
Sorry, there is an echo in the. What do you want to make it a question?
It, there's an echo.
Do you want to make it a question?
Yes. Can you?
Yeah, there's an echo.
How will you make a
Yeah,
why question? Can you make a why question? Why futile argue with someone?
why it is futile to argue with someone?
Hmm. Okay, but you have to use the question form. That is not the question form. That is a statement form.
Why is it? Why is it?
Yeah.
Why is it futile?
Do the whole question. Make the whole question.
Okay, why is it futile to argue with someone refuses to listen?
Okay, now, so because you're making a why question, that word why is
Mhm.
very important. Okay, so it becomes big.
Oh,
Why?
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 Why? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Compare that.
Why is it?
Yeah, so that's how it sounds. It says,
Yeah.
why?
Why is it? Yeah.
Why is it? Why is it?
Why is it?
Why is it?
Why is it? Yeah.
Why is it futile?
Why is it futile? Yeah.
Why is it futile to argue with someone who refuses to listen?
Why is it futile to argue with someone who refuses to listen?
Pacho, can you make that question? Why is it futile to argue with someone who refuses to listen?
Why is it futile to argue with someone who refuses to listen?
How will we answer that? What do you call someone who refuses to listen? What is the word that you could use for that?
Could be stubborn.
Mm-hmm.
So the,
Stubborn. Make that big. Stubborn. Stubborn.
Stubborn.
Stub-
Stubborn.
you know that word, Pachu? Stubborn.
yes,
You could
yes.
also say, well, I'm just going to write that here. Stubborn. You could say pig-headed.
Stubborn.
That's another one. Pig-headed.
Okay,
Yeah.
period.
Pig-headed. Pig-headed.
Mhm.
What is
Remember
what
what?
is chicken head?
What?
What is chicken head?
Chicken head?
Chicken headed, yeah.
Chicken headed? I've never. Is that what you say in Nepal? Chicken headed?
No, sir.
No, I've never heard that before. Chicken headed. Is that? Let me ask ChatGPT. I've never heard that. Chicken headed meaning
Yeah, I guess it is
coward.
coward people.
Oh well.
A
Yeah,
chicken. A
Yeah,
chicken. Yeah.
yeah. If you just
Chicken,
say,
not a chicken.
yeah, if you just say chicken, that means coward. You chicken. That's very
yeah.
common. That's very common to call someone a chicken, and that means you're a coward. But if you say someone is pig-headed, when you have two words together like that, you always put the emphasis on the first word. Pig, not always, almost always. Pig-headed, pig-headed.
But I am not seeing the word. Why?
You're not seeing what? Oh no. Okay.
The word.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me. Oh,
Just try to minimize it a little bit.
yeah. I'm having technical difficulties. Here we go. Okay,
It's okay.
I
It's
changed
okay.
it.
Yes. Yes. Now, yeah.
So
Okay. I see. Yeah.
So if I
Pig-headed. Yeah.
say Pachu, why is it futile to argue with someone who refuses to listen? What would you answer?
So it is pig-headed.
Well, because they
Like
are pig-headed. They are pig-headed. The people are pig-headed.
they are pig-headed.
They're pig-headed.
They are pig-headed.
Okay.
Pig-headed.
Uh, Alex, Why is it futile to argue with
Yes,
someone who refuses to listen?
because they are arrogant.
Okay, because they're arrogant. Where's the big sound in that word?
Arrogant.
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 Okay, so you have to make that bigger. That would help you very much
Arrogant.
in being understood if you hit those
Arrogant.
big sounds.
Okay.
So because they're arrogant.
Arrogant.
Yeah. Say the whole
Because
sentence.
they are arrogant.
Because
Yeah.
arrogant.
Because
Arrogant.
because they are arrogant.
Okay.
Arrogant. Because they are arrogant. Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. So that was our final word for today. I thank you, Alex, for joining us. Sorry you joined us late.
Oh,
Uh,
that's okay.
thank you,
At least
sir.
it's worked. It's worked this time. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'll be ready for the next time.
Okay. Or also Sarah. Wait, let's see. Is Sarah here? Sarah's on mute though. But Sarah, I was hoping that you would join us in some of these times when I only had one or nobody, but I didn't see you. But keep coming back, Sarah. don't, don't
Yeah.
don't disappear. Okay.
Okay. Next time I will participate with you, inshallah.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So thank you everybody for joining. Thank you for participating and asking
Uh,
questions. And I think I'll be back in about what time is it? I'll be back in about 9 hours if you want to join me then. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We'll be waiting. Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay, sir.
have a good day, and I'll see all of you later. Okay.
You too. Thanks.
thank you,
Thanks.
sir. Bye.
Bye.